got a little backed up on my fan mail, so I got a couple of big ones coming your way. The first one already should have dropped, so I guess that's to say this is part 2, and you already knew we had a lot of fan mail coming this month. But here we go. First one comes from Reed Eaton. You've been asking me about this. It is finally happening. Oh, and it cool. Look at the Dorbs rides Wreck-It Ralph Vanellope in her little cart. Okay, so we've got Cinemark movie ticket guest cards. Cinemark is the theater chain that is most prominent around where I live. That's like when I go to the movies, not a press screening, but I buy a ticket and go to the movies. It's almost always at a Cinemark unless it's a date night with my wife, in which case we go to one of the like kind of full service kind of places like an Alamo Draft House or Flicks Brew House as we have here. And then there are 2 Funko sodas that are Karate Kid Cobra Kai themed. We got Johnny as well as Daniel LaRusso Funko sodas. Very, very cool. Thanks, man. It took me a little while to get to it, but that was very, very cool. We got a letter from Joey Santos. Okay, this is from Joey Santos, a longtime fan, just kind of talking about how kind of he's been watching for a while, and that's kind of been in his journey of kind of discovering more films and kind of going deeper beyond just the mainstream comic book movies, things like that. Talks about how he's a big fan of John Campea, so he's excited that I was on the John Campea show and hopes I can collaborate with him more in the future. That should be the case. I was supposed to be in studio with him a couple weeks back when I was in LA, and he was literally in the hospital. He was coughing so much he went to the hospital, so he just didn't do his show the most of the days that I was in town and could have gone in. And then he came back the next couple of days, but he was like, recovering from the cough, and so he kind of wanted to play it a little bit closer to home, and so it was like Robert Meyer Burnett, and even then he's like playing it safe, and so it just didn't work out. But even in that email, it was like, hey man, I'll have you on sometime in the near future, so I'll probably be back on soon, but I'm sure something else will happen in the future. And he mentions he wants me to review In Bruges. I haven't seen it, but I believe that's from the same guy that did it was the finger chopping off movie. That's a good way to describe it. Banshees of Inisherin. I believe it's from that same guy, and everyone was telling me I should check it out after I watched that one. So then he wanted my autograph. So this is. Please sign the cards. Okay, yeah, he sent me several cards for me to sign. If you want anything signed, all you have to do is mail me what you want signed with an envelope self-addressed back. If you don't have an envelope self-addressed back, I'll forget to do it. So just so you know, that you gotta do that part. But I'm happy to sign stuff and send it back to you. Okie dokie. We've got a package. Doesn't have a name. All right, first up, we've got the 4K for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Here's what I love. Here's what, especially the fun part of opening this as of today. Very like a month late opening this. But so obviously love this film, love the Mission Impossible movies. Today, they announced they're discontinuing the Part 1. So now all of these that say Part 1 are going to become, I don't know, not in the sense that they'll be worth money, but they'll become rare collector's items because you got that first initial batch of printings before they changed the title and cut off the Part 1. So that's pretty funny, pretty fun. Like literally that they announced that today. Other one in here, we've got Gran Turismo movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. A nice, just pleasant surprise of, it's not a video game movie, it's a racing simulator movie, and a good one at that. Final 2 packages are from Some Neat. He was very excited for me to receive this. He used some very strong language to describe the experience that I will have opening this video. So I don't know what to expect, but he really hyped it all up. Woo! Oh, I see what's going on here. Goodness gracious. All right, there's 2 boxes. So this is just box number 1 of 2. Whew! And it is a collection of classic Xbox games. So we've got Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Ghouls. Or maybe it is Ghoulies. Oh, it's from the creators of Donkey Kong Country. Oh, interesting. I haven't heard of it, but that is a nice prestige right there. Rainbow Six Vegas. Of course, Rainbow Six was massive franchise in the day. Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Massive franchise that kind of big name brand. Conquer, Live and Reloaded. Haven't heard of that one. But then we have Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Of course, top brand there. Fable Anniversary. I think I played Fable 3. So I played Fable 3 back in the day, but I have not played Fable Anniversary. Then we have Black. Looks like machine gun carnage fun times there. Not familiar with that one, I don't think. Then we've got Need for Speed The Run. Of course, Need for Speed being one of the classic racing games. Fusion Frenzy. What is this? I guess a bunch of... Looks like... Reminds me of American Gladiators is what it reminds me of. But as something like that. Crimson Skies. A kind of old-timey dogfight one. Oh! GoldenEye Rogue Agent. James Bond game. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We've got Tekken 6. I was huge into the Tekken games. So yeah, I really enjoy this version of fighting games. That like of this era of the 3-dimensional ones, Tekken was the one that I liked the most, and so very cool. Brute Force. This one sounds familiar, but I don't remember which version of or whatever I played, but this one seems familiar. But Brute Force, and then final one, Ninja Gaiden Black. I played the classic Ninja Gaiden games on the Nintendo Entertainment System, so these fancy Xbox ones is way, way, way ahead of my time. We have a whole additional box here, though. So what could it be? Holy guacamole! Even more! Whew! All right. Well, if I put those together, those go a little bit. Okay. First up, we've got the trilogy of Max Payne games. So, a little bit of history here. I played Max Payne 1 and 2 on... I loved the first 2 Max Payne games. I thought they were fantastic. So they have like a noir vibe, third-person shooter, but then they incorporated like a bullet time effect, so it had a Matrix feel to it. And so just really cool gameplay. Then they made a movie that was not good out of it. But by the time Max Payne 3 came out, it was quite a few years later, and I was busy in life, so I've never played the third one. So very, very cool. Okay, we've got Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. This one game is a huge game whenever it came out. I have never played any of the Elder Scroll games. Then we have 4, Oblivion, 3. Okay, we got quite a few of these in. So at least 3 of the Elder Scroll games. I've never played any of them. So there you go. Okay, we got Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4, Game of the Year edition. another franchise where I haven't played any of these games, so all of them would be first exposures for me. And we've got another franchise brand new to me, Dead Space 1 through 4, spanning 3 different generations of consoles. Does it? I think it just skip over one in there too. Yeah, it's like, yeah, multiple generations of console games. Oh, here's one kids will have a ton of fun with: SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. Well, and then wait, we got 4 different SpongeBob's games, so all kinds of family fun to be had there. Here's what we start getting wild, like Jedi Survivor, the new Star Wars game from last year that I missed it when it came out, because it just came out during one of those wild months for me, and brand new copy of it. Like, I don't know how to respond to that level of generosity. Then oh, okay, this. Then this gigantic stack. They're all Star Wars games. Jedi Knights 2, Force Unleashed, Jedi Knight and Academy, and Jedi Outcast. I played Jedi Knight 2, The Outcast, whatever that one, Jedi Outcast, whenever that one first came out, like 20 years ago in kind of its original version. Or maybe I saw Jedi, some version of that one I played. I'm getting old enough that I'm getting confused as to which ones. Then we have Racer and Republic Commando, Obi-Wan and his own game, Knights of the Old Republic. This is one that I played the desktop version of when they first remastered it for a good bit. The old school version of Battlefront from the good old days, Revenge of the Sith, Battlefront 2, and the Clone Wars. Wow. I don't know how to respond because it's so much to process, but thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you all of you for watching. Thank you all of you for subscribing to my channel, all of that fun stuff. It means the world to me that you would care what I have to say about anything and care enough to send me letters, send me packages. Just incredible. And keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.